Satori Mountain is a place in both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom where players can go to find an abundance of materials. And today, I'm going to be giving you a guide for it. In Tears of the Kingdom, I'll be showing you where shrines, caves, Koroks, enemies, food, and animals are on the mountain with this map. Everything I mention will have a highlighted border around it to help guide you. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing, and let's get to the guide. Starting with the shrines, caves, and Koroks, there are 2 shrines on the mountain, with one near the top and one needing a crystal at the bottom. There are also 2 caves on the mountain, one at the base of the mountain with a Phoenix, and one near the top with a Bubbly burrow. There are also 15 Koroks on the entire area I will be covering. They'll be going by as I talk, but I put the map location, the coordinates, and what type of Korok they are. Also, I think this is an appropriate time to mention that I actually got every single Korok in Tears of the Kingdom, but I ended up missing one. It was a whole 5-month process, 13 streams, you know, but that entire video is up in the top right corner if you want to check it out after this one. And now let's begin the actual guide to Satori Mountain. The first section, which is the most popular place to end up on Satori Mountain, is the apple orchard. This is located upon traveling to the shrine, and you will easily find yourself well over 200 apples. And keep your eyes peeled for the golden ones. Right off the shrine there is a pond, and you will find a ton of pink heron there. Also, if you come here at night, there are fireflies. Around the same area, there are a ton of deer, Hyrule herb, swift carrots, worm saphina, electric saphina, amaranth, mighty thistle, and a few bird eggs. This is a really good spot for food right off the shrine. In this area further up the mountain, there is a cooking pot and an electric wizrobe. And right around the wizrobe, there is a place with a ton of hightail lizards. Just make sure to be quick when picking them up. Right here on the map is a blue bokoblin beating up an NPC, or the other way around, I don't know. Further down the mountain, there is a grizzly bear. There is also Hylian mushrooms, spicy pepper, a beehive, and a campfire. Like this place higher up the mountain, there is a small puddle with a few more hightail lizards in this underpass. Further down the mountain, there is another small group of trees. This small group of trees contains Hylian mushrooms, iron shrooms, zap shrooms, sun shrooms, silent shrooms, and there are a few red tusked boar. Above that area, there is a trail of acorns that lead up to another clump of trees, and some deer. And again, further up from this area, there are 2 moblins, along with Endura carrots. And there are a few silent princesses. And on the top of the mountain, there are bird eggs on the left peak. Over by the popular pink tree, there are a few Endura carrots. And across from there are a ton of birds lined up along this ridge. At this small pond on the mountain, there is a group of wolves. And at this part of the mountain, there are a ton of bushy-tailed squirrels and mountain crow. And also watch out for the stone talus there. Alright, done with the mountain, let's talk about the forests around the mountain. Like this one. There's a beehive in a tree along with bird eggs, a ton of deer, and a ton of octoroks. On this small hill here, there are clumps of blue nightshade and silent princess. In this pond, there are groups of ducks, fleet lotus seeds, bright-eyed crabs, mighty carp, hot-footed frogs, silent shrooms on this rock, and fireflies along with sneaky river snails at night. And back here, tucked away, there are 2 bokoblins, one with a bow and one with fire choo-choo jelly. In this area, everything is pretty spread out, but there is a lot. There are spicy peppers, apples, a beehive, a few eggs, a grizzly bear, a few boar, and deer. And to close out this section, there are more ducks at the end of this pond. Also, I forgot about this area back on the mountain with mountain crow, Hyrule herb, and blue nightshade. Okay, let's now go down the mountain. At this spot here, there is a group of moblins and an Aracuda in the sky. Near that area, there are also 3 horses. Near this shrine, there is a silver bokoblin, and at this small group of trees, there are birds, foxes, and Hylian mushrooms. In this forest, there are bokoblins, an assortment of food, and few deer. The last 2 locations were back on the mountain, and they have water buffalo and a few mountain goats. And here on the map has mushrooms growing on the cliff face. Well, that's the guide to Satori Mountain. I hope you enjoyed. If I missed something, let me know, and I hope this helps.